Oh, Kosmic, not another Superman rant?
Yes, yes indeed, another Superman rant.
So our scene of choice today is where the Justice Gang comes to save the day against the Kaiju when Superman struggles to figure out what to do with the Kaiju. My issue with this scene, out of many other things, is just the fact where, you know what, let's just play it through. I don't want to have to tell, we'll play it through and then we'll go scene by scene or shot by shot. I'll point it out. This is the part I didn't like about the whole Kaiju scene, because where he's situated, where is it? Here, right here. It feels so convenient that he happens to be in the center, or this might be the center square or a city center, or whatever it is. Like the space around him, there's enough space around him to not cause any building damage. That's too convenient for me. Too convenient for me, because they didn't show a scene where Lex was very specific as to where they should release the monster. Yes, they chose to release it in the city center. We don't even know what the monster was about. We don't know if it's vegan, if it's vegetarian, if it wanted fish, if it wanted some chicken, if it eats ducks, if it likes swans, if it likes squirrels, if it likes dogs. Where did it even hide in the first place? It was released at night. What did it do to grow? How did Lex keep it contained? What did Lex keep it contained inside that it couldn't grow out of it? Especially when Superman described later on that his skin or his hide or his exo, whatever, is made of whatever tough. It's really tough to break. How did Lex capture this thing? When? And with what? That he managed to capture it small, or does it shrink? What makes it grow? Food, water, or air? Or does it grow when it's afraid? Does it grow when it's hungry? Does it grow when it feels like it needs to poop? Does it grow when it's about to sneeze?
What?
All these things, when people like myself ask the questions, don't think too much. It's just a comic book movie, man. It's goofy and it's fun. It's for children.
Does not compute.
Don't think too much. Just shut up and watch the movie. That's the excuse you guys like to give over and over and over and over again.
You don't understand.
We don't know its creature name, or not even creature name, its species name.
That's a good question.
We don't know what planet it comes from, if it even comes from a planet. When you see something like this, you start to think of the environment it comes from, the planet it comes from. Is the planet that it comes from as big as Earth, or 10 times the size of Earth, or 20 times the size of Earth? It's just, even the placement right here is just too convenient. That's what I was saying in my previous videos. Not once has this thing knocked over a building. So where was it hiding overnight that it managed to stay there and decided to come out of where it was hiding to then grow big? It's just too much inconsistencies, fam. Too much. Too much.
Don't ask questions.
So in this shot right now, it could have hidden in any of these buildings. We didn't even see a building it was hiding inside that it grew into and then out of and broke out of the building. This shot is too convenient that imagine Godzilla now, or not even Godzilla. Imagine another Titan in the Godzilla movie. That Titan would have ripped apart at least 3 buildings, at least. Someone in the comment section said, this is how the city, like, you remember I made excuses for people before they typed it up? They're so used to this in Metropolis. It's nothing to them. That's why people are recording videos and whatnot. So you're saying the buildings are built in such a way that they know monsters are going to come and attack. Monsters this size or kaijus this size are going to come and attack, that the buildings are reinforced with super titanium Kryptonian steel, that the buildings can be toppled over. It's too convenient. That's why I said the randomness and the high probability of a creature this size, it should have at least knocked down 1 building, at least. Yeah. Even if Metropolis is used to monsters and kaijus attacking, that's why they're doing selfie-sticks and whatnot, fine. But you're trying to play God as a storyteller, saying, well, in my story, this kaiju just happens to be so stupid that it stays in one place. Even though it breathes fire, it chooses to breathe fire when it wants to breathe fire. Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
If that's the excuse, cool. We'll accept that stupid excuse.
I don't know.
Okay, so when it was small, where was it going? Where was it headed? Because when they released it from the truck, it ran straight and spat fire one time. It didn't spit fire because there was a threat. It just chose to spit fire randomly, even at its small size. But now it's this big, it's choosing to spit fire when it wants to spit fire. There should be some scorch marks on some of these buildings around it, because it just felt like, yo, whatever. I feel like spitting fire on anything, because we don't know what it eats. We don't know if it's hungry, if it needs to go pee-pee or poo-poo. So when it grew, how did it grow? What caused it to grow? And where was it growing from? And even as it grew, You're telling me you didn't lean to one side or to another side, backwards or forward onto something.
That's a good question.
And you guys would say, it's just a movie, man. It's for fun. It's goofy. Get a life, dude. Get a life. It's just a movie. It's just a movie. Turn your brain off. It's just a movie.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Now we choose to spit fire. Yeah, how convenient. Look at this one. Look at this one. This guy just told us, and this dude's... Oh my god. This movie always irritates me every time I choose to do a scene breakdown or a reaction. Always irritates me. These jackasses are standing here watching. You could do this from the convenience of your own home. Especially in the day and age that they're in. If you want to make some good money on YouTube or on TikTok or whatever social media app that exists in this world, buy a drone.
What do you mean by that?
In fact, I imagine drone companies would make absolute money in Metropolis in this time period, because there's so much things going on that those drones are bound to capture some better footage than the news than the Daily Planet.
Wait a minute.
Daily Planet will do its thing, but random, bystanders or random city occupants, I can't remember the word I'm looking for, easily fly your drone there. Drone companies will make so much money because rather than be there with your iPhone doing selfie shit,
You ain't lying.
it's like the citizens are so smart, they're so advanced in their thinking, they can just about predict the footsteps of the kaiju that they know the kaiju won't step on them. It's just a movie. It's just a movie. It's for fun and it's goofy. It's just like the comics. Every Superman comic book has never been intelligent or smart or serious. It's always been goofy from the beginning till now. I've read all the comics. I know this. It's all in my head. I've read all the comics. It's all in my head.
That boy is good.
We're pointing out flaws, problems, and issues. This is why we say there's certain things you don't have to do and you shouldn't do in regards to your movie or storytelling, because when you do it like this, people are going to pick it apart like myself, because the inconsistencies is so vast. Later on, we'll see Superman tell Mr. Terrific that this thing's hide is so tough, yet it smashes the head of this creature with a water barrel. Why have you done that?
That's a good question.
So did you figure it out after you hit the head of the creature with the water?
Come on, don't bullshit me.
So you're telling me the water container is stronger than your own fist. The water container is stronger than the speed and velocity at which you'd fly from a distance and come back and impact it in its skull or on its personage. When is Superman's brain working to calculate the pros and cons and risk of how to deal with this kind of creature?
You don't understand.
This is even a very interesting challenge. How do you take down a creature like this? The Superman that I know from Justice League and from Superman vs. Doomsday would have lobotomized this creature quick. God damn! Just to avoid further collateral damage and loss of human life. So because DC and James Gunn chose to make a children's movie and managed to find a way to a children and dog lovers movie and managed to find a way to market it to a larger audience, when people like me talk, they'll say he's hating.
Does not compute. Does not compute. Does not compute.
He doesn't know love. He doesn't know joy.
What?
Dumb, incompetent comments.
That's right.
No way of processing, no way of sitting down and saying, yo, as much as I love this movie, these are the things I don't like about the movie. As much as I love The Matrix, there's a few things I don't like in that movie. As much as I love Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Terminator 1 and 2, there's also things in those movies I don't like. As much as all the most awesome movies on the planet exist, there's issues in every movie on this planet. Some more than most. Just like this trash right here.
Damn, son.
I don't know why this screaming banshee keeps making noise. One hit and that's it. Look at it. It just happens to be walking around in that center. This part, oh boy, I'm looking forward. Let me take it back again, because this part confused me the most. Let's take it back.
Here we go.
Even if Lex told those two goons to release the creature here, that's like saying Lex is so smart that it can predict the footpath of the creature. It can predict the dietary need for the creature. When it was captured, what was Lex feeding? I'm surprised James Gunn didn't even record, show Lex feeding the monster some KFC or McDonald's. I'm surprised, because it's a James Gunn's trope to just do dumb shit. I'm surprised there was no shot, or they probably cut that shit and maybe when they release it on DVD or 4K physical, they probably release behind the scenes footage or cut scenes where Lex was playing with this pet. and was feeding him some burgers or some fries.
Get this man a shield.
A creature like this, for people like myself, we start to ask questions. What is your dietary need? What do you eat? Do you drink water? How much water do you drink?
Nice.
Is your organs like us? Do you have 3 hearts, 2 hearts, 10 hearts? You know, do you have 6 lungs? And dude, you can't just introduce a creature that we don't know how it exists. Either it's from another planet or Lex made the whole thing up. And even if Lex did, at least Superman would have used his X-ray and say, oh, I can tell that its molecular or biological composition is a mixture of creatures from this planet. So that means this is Lex's, not even Lex's, someone experiment on this thing. But I can't even give Superman that much of too much kudos like that.
But why?
Reason being, because when he was fighting the Ham of Barovia, when I did my first live on my channel in regards to Superman, someone pointed out in the comment section that he's surprised Superman didn't even use his X-ray vision the first time he was fighting the Ham of Barovia. When he had the armor on, he should have used his X-ray vision to see who's inside and then realized that was his clone.
He ain't lying.
When a story is written in such an incompetent manner, if you include that intelligent character action, you spoil your own story. I'm almost wondering if James Gunn himself was aware of that flaw or problem. So that part right there shows me the writer or the creator of this story himself doesn't even know what he's writing. So much so, people like myself who point that out and say, hey, how come he didn't use his X-ray vision when he's fighting the Hammer of Barovia? Then you're like, oh,
it's just a movie. It's just a movie, man. Don't take it too serious. It's supposed to be goofy and fun. It's just like in the comics. I've read all the comics. It's in my head.
I ain't coming for no foolishness.
Okay, now Mr. Terrific is scanning the creature, right?
Yes.
He's using his T-spheres to scan and do all the work, right?
Yes.
Okay, he's scanning. He's scanning. Almost gets bit. Alrighty. He gets saved by Guy Gardner. Okay, cool.
Wait a minute.
Okay, after scanning the creature, he comes down next to Superman, asks him what's popping. Then this happens.
Hide is tough, but it's off balance.
So you're telling me Mr. Terrific didn't know that. So what was he scanning the creature for then? For sure. For us, the viewers. Well, this is nice. I like what his T-spheres are doing. So you're telling me he needed Superman to tell him that before? Yeah. The inconsistencies, man. The inconsistencies is just too loud to me. Too loud. So what was he doing all that time sat in the chair, just chilling?
Damn.
So what were the T-spheres doing at that particular point before he landed here? Yeah? Spoke to him. Superman then responds and says, its hide is tough. You're telling me Mr. Terrific couldn't tell that from the T-spheres? So what were they doing? What were they scanning for? His dietary requirements again? He needs to go pee-pee? Go poo-poo? Kaiju go poo-poo? Kaiju go pee-pee?
You serious?
We're trying to figure out a way to get it out of here alive. Get it someplace where we can study it.
Oh, come on, man.
What?
Go for inside!
Homeboy just said the creature's hide is tough. Yeah. Let's proceed. Okay, so going for the eyes. So now, wouldn't that make a cutscene towards Mr. Terrific and then realize, or have Hawkgirl say, yo, its eyeball is impenetrable. Then have Mr. Terrific say, okay, not only is his hide impenetrable, so its eyeball or his eyes are impenetrable as well. And even before Mr. Terrific landed to speak to Superman, Hawkgirl, who's the only person outside of the three of them who's landed on the creature's skin and can tell it's tough, so much so her nth metal or whatever metal, her weapon, so much so her weapon can't penetrate the hide of this creature. That already should tell you that this thing is tough. So it would make sense that after going for the eyeball, she would then say, hey, even the eyeball is as tough as the skin, because we know she's the one who's had first encounter with the skin outside of the three of them, not the four of them, because I know Superman was already fighting with it, so he could already tell. Then Hawkgirl would then relate to your dude and say, hey, its eyeball is also as tough as its hide, just to show that there's communication between, there's intelligent communication between the three of them. So all this is a waste of time. She's trying. The fact that she's stuck there with the creature's eyelid already is telling you not only is the eyeball tough and strong, surely the eyelid is as strong as the whole exterior. So much so it's holding her in place.
Damn, son.
So if a creature's eyelid is holding you in place as if someone has grabbed you tight, if the eyelid please hear me properly. The eyelid, not eyeball or not. It's almost like saying the eyelash. The eyelid is holding you in place. Come on, my gosh. Surely by then you say, you know what, change tactic.
That boy is good.
Oh my God, it's for children. It's for children.
My knee, guys!
He's stuck inside the creature's eyelid.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Where is this child's mother and father? Or is this an orphan?
God!
And if it's an orphan, where is the orphanage? Where is the guardian? Who is looking after this child? And these children just be out here doing dumb shit. You're telling me as this creature is moving back and forth, people have evacuated the space. Some people are doing selfie to the left, maybe to the front, to the right. I'm not sure. Towards us is clearly this one girl. What is she doing? What is so important right now that this child needs to be here doing this thing, whatever she's doing at this exact moment, at this time of day? What is so pressing and necessary? She's like, yo, I couldn't do this shit yesterday, the day before, last week, last month. Today is the day.
Yes.
That she came outside and the kaiju grew to this size. The kaiju just about moved left and right when Superman was fighting it. Then the Justice Gang show up. The kaiju's been moving and it's not once entered the vicinity of this little girl until apparently now, just about now, because the mittens are on and she's trying to whiplash or whip the eyeball out of its socket. My goodness. Oh, I thought this dude, James Gunn, was awesome when he did Guardians of the Galaxy.
You serious?
Until he did 2 and 3, and then I realized, all right, this dude is not what I think he is.
Too damn bad!
Then he makes this tripe movie, and everyone's sucking the balls off this nonsense. What is this child doing? Where's your mama? Where's your papa? Where are your siblings? Where's your cousin at? Where are your cousins at? Where's grandma? Where's grandpa?
That's a good question.
Yet there are no bystanders looking out for each other like, what are you doing here? I'm just baffled. Absolutely baffled, man. It's a good movie. It beat Fantastic Four in the box office. Yeah.
I don't give a
Damn.
Keisha.
This is smart storytelling.
You ain't lying.
Look at that. You should have got so here, there are no human beings in sight here. No human beings in sight. No one is shopping. Look at the way the cars are laid out. This is not a parking lot. These are people who just happened to park their cars and ran out and left. So where on blue, beautiful earth are this child's parents? Where the frick are they? That they were so afraid that they ran, right? Human nature, fight or flight. Apparently their shit was flight and hers was fight. So both her parents ran away and left her here looking for what? I'm surprised. It would have been cool if they showed her chasing the squirrel that Superman saved earlier on, just to make it more funnier, to make it make more sense. Oh, that's why she's here. She's the owner of that squirrel. That's why the squirrel was lost. She's looking for a lost squirrel.
It's just a movie, man. It's from the comics.
This is how it is in the comics. All Superman's comics are not serious. It's all goofy and fun. You haven't read the comics. You shouldn't talk. I've read it. I've read all the comics. It's in my head. And this, look.
Be careful.
Come on, be careful. He said, come and be careful.
This shit.
I feel the person that needs that statement he just made is that little girl right there, and the girl's parents, or the girl's foster parents or step parents, whoever is the guardian or guardians for said child. That statement, come on, be careful, should be for the child and said guardian or guardians, grandparents. Even if the child has a dog or a cat that looks after the girl, that comment should go to, said pet. Or even if the squirrel that he saved earlier on looks after the girl, that comment, come and be careful, should go straight to the squirrel. Such an incompetent movie. Incompetent. And it's a shame that this thing made so much money compared to the Fantastic Four movie. It's making me really realize, okay, this thing was aimed at a particular type of thinking people. And those thinking people came out in droves to support this nonsense. So, what? Unless the ring's power is the equivalent power to Hawkgirl's mace, what's going on here? Because like I said earlier on, out of the three of them, Hawkgirl is the only one who has interacted with the creature's exterior, who, judging by the use of her weapons, would have interacted with different creatures over her lifespan and realized what's weak, what's strong. And the fact that she couldn't crack this one, that should have been like, yo, this one is tough. She should have been the first person to relay the message saying its hide is tough before she finishes the sentence. Then Mr. Terrific completes the sentence or statement because he's also scanning. He would have concluded the same thing after her, not before her. She's the first one to land a blow out of the three of them on the creature's exterior. Not showing a conversation whilst he's smashing the thing, saying, guys, I don't know how to take this thing out. It's not reacting to my mace. Mr. Terrific, what do you mean? Then starts to scan. Its exterior, cut to the scene, to Mr. Terrific to show how fast his T-spheres are, is tough or it's unbreakable. Then you wouldn't need the scene between Mr. Terrific and Superman saying, what's the skitty? What's the dealio? What's poppin', dude? Then instead of go for his eyes, cut to the scene, send your T-spheres into the gullet, boom, end of. You're showing, I'm saying incompetency. You are, to an extent. You're showing intelligence, communication between a ragtag of three people come together called the Justice Gang. I don't give a shit about the name. Yeah. Our duty here, our task is to end this creature as soon or as quick as possible, so that way people are not in danger. But that doesn't even make any sense because it's a playful thing.
What do you mean by that?
Before they arrived, we saw people doing selfies with the creature. So there's no stakes, there's no danger, there's no tension. It's just an inconvenience.
Get this man a shield.
A convenient inconvenience of a creature this size, as tall as buildings, as strong as they've said its hide is tough. Yet it hasn't once swung against a building to crush a building, to damage or to show, dude, this scene could have been so much better.
You ain't lying.
Now Superman has to show his speed, trying to save everyone in the different buildings it's knocked against, or trying to save people from, or save people from the fire it's blowing at. Dude, whilst it's doing the fire breath in one direction, its tail is whiplashing in the other direction. That would have put Superman at a high, put him in his pace. Basically made him go to town. Like, you're super, right? You're strong, but now you gotta start saving people with your speed as fast as you can. As fast as you can. And because you can't be at two locations at one time, being in front, trying to stop the fire, whilst the tail is just literally cutting into buildings, and it's crushing people. You don't have to show the thing crushing in terms of you don't want to show, but you showed blood. I'm gonna say you don't want to show blood, but you showed Superman bleeding earlier on at the start, right at the start of the movie. So we know you're not afraid to show blood.
That boy is good.
So you just show the tail hitting things in the background. Superman's in front dodging the fire, then realize the tail is crushing stuff. At least when you go there, or you show him punching the creature so the fire stops. He goes to the back to try and save whoever's there. You show someone is knocked out. Just show someone saying that I don't think he's breathing. There's other people in the rubble. We can't get to this one. So whilst he's then trying to delegate the fire at one end, the tail at this end, then the Justice Gang show up. Then you have Mr. Terrific say, "What's popping? Its exterior is tough. We have to go. We have to find another way in." Then you don't even want to have Superman say, "We don't want to kill it because it's innocent or whatever." It just killed people and just burned people. So people are out here 3rd-degree burns or whatever. So even if Superman is like, "Can we find a humane way to take it out?" Mr. Terrific's like, "Yo, this is a monster. And you can't negotiate with a creature like this. Its hide is very tough. So we need to find a way to end this thing as quickly as possible so we can avoid further damage, further loss of life, further pain and suffering to people who are burning." So again, yes, it's Superman. Yes, it's the Boy Scout. He's just trying to make sure he can take it out without causing damage.